Hi, I'm Michael LaFosse from the Origami Do Studio, and this cute little origami puppy dog's name is Kanji. It's folded from a single square sheet of paper and was designed by Richard Alexander, co-founder of the Origami Do Studio. If using regular origami paper, begin with the white side facing up. Fold in half diagonally, corner to corner, one way only. Unfold. We're going to put a pinch mark in the middle of this crease, and to do so, pretend as if you're folding in half diagonally the other way, matching the corners, but only put a little pinch mark. You can see where it intersects the full-length crease. Fold one corner, which has a crease in it, to touch that point where the creases intersect, and then fold the left and right corners to meet there. This is a 3/4 blintz. And we end up with this house shape or open envelope shape. Turn the paper over to the other side. You can see we have the long vertical crease and these two side walls of the house. One at a time, fold one of the walls to the crease, and as you maneuver the paper to do so, let the triangle flap from behind come out in front. Align the folded edge to the crease and fold all along. I'm going to rotate the paper for comfort and do the opposite side. And imagine that these two white raw edges on my paper are the neckline of a shirt or a jacket. And you can see these folded edges flanking the neck. One at a time, take a raw edge, fold it to the folded edge at the outside. And it looks like a long lapel collar. Let's do the same thing to the other side. Now we're going to make the tail end, which is this end, narrower and color change it. To do so, we're going to take these two raw edges from the top square corner and one at a time fold them to meet at the center crease. So Kanji is going to be mostly brown. We'll actually have a white tail. The paper looks like this. Now we're going to fold this white corner to the back. And to know just how far, I'd like for you to see these two corners here. That's going to happen at that level, so that the folded edge that you make has a nice brown corner, or a brown corner there. And you can check the other side to make sure it's centered. See how I'm taking the point and lining it up with the crease before I commit the top edge? And we want to be on the other side. For the next step is to fold this tail corner back up above the top edge. Notice the folded edges here and there. Those are useful. They will let you know just when to stop moving the corner up, because the side edges of your triangle should fit right inside there. Now at this stage, I also like to put in a little crease which will help with locking the model later on. And so what I'm actually doing is folding these two corners up right to the corner here and meeting approximately in the middle there and bringing them back down. You'll see how we use those a little later on. Kanji's head is down here, and it's convenient right now to just make a little triangle fold for the nose at the end there. Next, we're going to toggle Kanji's head to be on the top side where it belongs. So to do that, we're going to regard this area of brown paper as being color changeable completely by flipping it under and turning the white side up. On the top side, which is where we ultimately want to be, it's going to look like this. And you're going to feel where the natural hinge line should be right there. These square corners will become Kanji's ears, and we can begin to make those by folding them in, aligning the center crease to the edges that we're moving there. Now, this is the top of Kanji's head, and it's rather pointed. We're going to fix that by folding this corner tightly behind. And it's useful to know that if you turn the paper to look at where the valley crease crosses the split, you have a very good place to center that point. The paper gets rather thick here, and so if you do have a folding tool handy, it is useful to flatten the paper well here. We're going to fold Kanji in half lengthwise, right through the middle, nose to tail. And this next part is kind of fun. This is where we toggle the head to produce the front legs. So let's see how that's done. If you look carefully at the back of Kanji's head, you'll see that you could get your fingers under there and lifting up so that the nose begins to point down. Before you commit the crease, you should watch carefully as the front leg shapes change. And when you think you've got it just the way you want it, right about there looks good, then you can fold so that the paper stays in that shape. Kanji's ears could stay this way, but they're actually going to look more joyful and perky if we do this little maneuver, which is to take the short folded edge you see here, lift it up, and push it towards the front. Notice that I've opened the ear to begin to do that. You want the ear to have a nice rounded shape, so only fold firmly this bottom portion of that maneuver. Let's do the other side. Open the ear first, get this edge moving forward, and just swivel it and flatten. Now let's go back here where the tail is. We're going to do an outside reverse fold of this folded point. And one way you can prepare for that is to fold up and then unfold. Reverse it to the other side, pointing up and unfold. So we've designed this crease for the correct angle, and we've weakened the paper by folding it back and forth. So now you see how easy it is to turn that inside out. We like to leave Kanji with a nice puffy, soft open tail like this. Now remember the little steps we did earlier with these two flaps? This is the little locking mechanism. Fold flat one of these, it doesn't matter which one, producing a folding edge here, behind which the other tab could be tucked in like this. Flatten the whole thing together, and that locks the back up. And here we have Kanji, wonderful little origami dog by Richard Alexander.